Continuing our coverage now on the statewide manhunt for a convicted murderer on the run. 52-year-old Charles Smith walked right out of a transitional center in downtown Atlanta on Wednesday. We just checked in with police in the last couple of hours. They tell us they don't have any updates on this search. Now, the big question is, how did this happen? 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn shows us more details.
A statewide BOLO is out for Charles Edward Smith, convicted of murder in a 1992 homicide in Clayton County. Smith was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole in 1994. At the time, Smith was eligible for parole after 7 years, but denied.
But he would have been denied several times prior to being finally approved for parole. He received a favorable grant in March of 2021 and was released on parole. He was under parole supervision for 2 years.
Just recently, the Board of Pardons and Paroles was notified Smith violated the terms of his parole. Steve Hayes is the director of communications for the board.
Once the board was notified of the violations, it took quick action to have him detained.
Hayes says the board assessed the violations. They determined he could be placed here at this minimum security transitional center on Ponce.
And if he successfully completed that programming, then he could be returned to parole supervision in the community.
That wouldn't be the case.
He violated the terms and the criteria for placement in that facility. The board was notified of that. The board took, again, swift and decisive action and was revoking his parole.
Hayes says Smith knew this when he left the facility on Wednesday and knows what's next when he's caught.
He would resume in prison a life sentence. He would still be parole eligible. So the board at some point would have to reconsider.
Smith is about 5'10" and was last seen wearing all black clothing. If you see him, police say do not approach him. Instead, you should call 911 or the Georgia Department of Corrections.